Hey guys, this is not a Christmas vlog, but welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I know that most Vlogmas series, are usually centered around Christmas things, but we're going to pretend that this video is me talking about Christmas. So, I want to share my new skincare routine because I started using a new product that I think is going to help with how oily my skin gets, because I used this product the other day and normally my skin will get like really oily probably like maybe 1 hour into my day, or I have to wipe my face very regularly for it not to be like so oily. And then I think by evening I just asked my sister, I was like, is my face oily? And she said no, because I was taking a video and I noticed that my face wasn't as oily as it usually is. So let's get into it. First things first, I've showered but I haven't washed my face yet. I'm using this. Do use this with caution. I'm using this is hydrogen peroxide. I've been using it as a mouthwash recently, but you have to dilute it in water. I think this is too much water. You have to dilute it in water because it could kill you. Yeah, and then I'm just going to like shake that in my mouth for maybe a minute. I hate it. Tastes like it doesn't taste like it has a smell of bleach, so it's dangerous. Horrible. So why am I using hydrogen peroxide? It's supposed to, help with bacteria. Um, what's that thing? Cavities, plague, and gradually whitening the teeth. Am my teeth whitening? I don't think so. But I don't use it regularly. Normally, mind you that this information is from Google, but you're supposed to use it like 3 times a week and it's going to gradually whiten your teeth. I'm using this Denivit whitening toothpaste. That thing I almost threw up. I hate how it tastes, but that felt so fake. Is my smile perfect enough? So for my face wash, I'm using this Medimix oil clear face wash. It's supposed to help if you have oily skin. So yeah, if my hands were wet or if my face were wet, it's going to latter up very much. I'm just going to rinse that off. Honestly, don't ask me why I'm doing my skincare here. I'm not in the bathroom. The lighting is just better. There's more space. And I'm doing it sitting down. So yeah, if you have oily skin and you're looking for like an affordable moisture cleanser, Medics, they have like so many different. This one is the oil clear. I think I have an acne pack. They also have like a daily scrub. Those are the ones that I've used though. They have so many, but this particular one I've been using for the longest time, and I approve this. So after cleanser, what do we have? What comes after cleansing? Oh, I need a toner. There's this Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. Formulated with niacinamide, arbutin, licorice to brighten and improve the appearance of enlarged pores. Funny enough, if you look up these products, like to get reviews, a lot of people don't have the best things to say about this. But personally, I love it. My skin loves it. It actually makes my skin glow. So yeah, Good Molecules. This is the only product of theirs that I've used, and I can swear by it. I think this is something that I will always have in my routine. Well, for now. I watch K-dramas, and for some reason, this is how they apply toners. We all know that Koreans know a lot about skincare, so this is me copying them. And I find that doing this just lets the product seep into my skin. So yeah, I'm not going to wipe that. I'm going to let that dry off completely before I apply the next product. So yeah, it's just drying on my skin perfectly. Okay, that has dried off perfectly. Next up, I'm going in with this. What was that? Skin Nutrition Botanicals Niacinamide and Squalane. It's 5% niacinamide. I've been using this thing for like a year. Yeah, I think for the entire time that I've been in Douala, this is the serum that I've been using. It's not expensive because trust me, skincare is so expensive that I'm not trying to get into like, buying an expensive product and then when it finishes, I don't have money to buy again. So that's why my routine is, I think this is the most this is like the most expensive product in my routine. Is 15,000 francs. At least I know that I don't have to buy it every month, maybe like every 2 months. Okay, just going to I think I put too much. On some days, I also use this vitamin C from the same brand. This vitamin C is 1% vitamin C. Vitamin C is an ingredient that I'm not very comfortable with yet. I'm still worried. But a lot of people swear by it. One thing I like about niacinamide is that it's safe. You can use it in the morning, you can use it at night, you can use it with practically almost all other ingredients, because there are some ingredients that they'll say, oh, don't use acids and benzene peroxide, don't use vitamin C with certain acids, don't use this and this. But niacinamide, you can use it with anything, and that's why I love it. So I use it morning and night. That has dried off completely. On a good day, not really on a good day, I would have applied this moisturizer. This is the, what was that? La Roche-Posay Tolérane Double Repair Matte Moisturizer for oily and combination skin. This is my second bottle. If you have oily skin, this is your friend. Okay? So yeah, I love it. And it has niacinamide. So yeah, I would have used this, but I'm not using it today because I think I've already gone in with a toner, I've gone in with a serum. That's a lot. I'm going to follow up with this La Roche-Posay cream sunscreen. No, oil control gel cream. It's a sunscreen, but it's a cream. So I'm assuming that, it being a cream, it has like some small, moisturizing properties. So yeah, this is the product that I was talking about. This is the product that I was talking about. I used the other day because I just bought it. And applied it, and for some reason the entire day, it was a very sunny day, it was a very busy day, I was like up and about, and my skin actually gets more oily when I'm, like all over the place. But that day, so yeah, I know that people say to apply a sunscreen, but I swear I hate, this is literally my worst step or worst product to apply. I don't like sunscreen. I don't like it. This is actually a lot, because somebody will look at it and say, oh, you're not applying no sunscreen. That's too much, if you ask me. So yeah, I skipped moisturizer. First of all, note that this is a mineral sunscreen, so it will leave a little bit of a white crash. Not really white cast, but there's going to be evidence that you use sunscreen, but it disappears over time. And if you rub it in properly, you're not going to see any white cast. Okay, I think I've tried. There's still small evidence that I used sunscreen. I'm just going to wipe my brows because I don't want my brows to be white. And my hairline. But I think the white cast isn't bad. But I mean, for a mineral sunscreen, you should expect, it's mostly chemical sunscreens that will give that very glossy, glowy finish. A mineral sunscreen will have, some don't have though, but this one has. This is not bad, right? It's not bad, in my opinion. So that's it. And this is not Laneige. Laneige is finished, and I've transferred my Vaseline. Oh my god, Vaseline lip therapy. That's what's inside here now. The cocoa butter, yeah. Mind you that Laneige, this size of Laneige, I don't know if it has reduced, but this size of Laneige used to be 10,000 francs in Cameroon for lip balm that is not transforming my lips, because see, I still eat my lips. So yeah. And we're done. Can you see how glow? Like my face, normally, if I had applied, I have a chemical sunscreen from Suncut. I think that's a Japanese brand. If I had applied that sunscreen, but you see my face, it has something to eat. Plus, I didn't apply moisturizer. So yeah, this is good enough for me. So that's it. That's my morning routine. Very simple. I only used one. I always buy it at Santa Lucia. When I was in Yaoundé, I used to buy it at Dove. Here, I buy it at Santa Lucia. This is like 2,900 francs. So just say 3,000. Or is it 2,000? I just know that it's not more than 3,000. Then there is a toner, Good Molecules. This one is 15,000. And then there's this La Roche-Posay. This moisturizer too is expensive. It's between 13. I bought it on promotion for I think 9,500 francs, but it's usually between 12 and 15,000 francs. And then this serum, I always buy them for 3,000 francs. But where I buy it from, I buy it in Ndobo. From my house to Ndobo, I'll spend like 3,000 francs on transportation. So I cannot say that this thing is 3,000, please. But yeah, it's 3,000. Some people sell it for 5,000. If I had somebody closer to me who was selling it for 5,000 francs, I would gladly buy. Because if I have to add my transport, it brings it up to about 5,000 francs. So yeah, because the person I'm buying from in Bonaberry is a wholesaler, but if I had to buy it retail, it's 5,000 francs. So, and then this sunscreen is it 13? Still between 12 and 15,000, honestly. So yeah, today I only used, and my Vaseline camouflaging as Laneige. So yeah, this is all that I use today. And I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those people who think that skincare is too expensive. Yeah, too expensive, especially considering the fact that sometimes it doesn't work. Because I, for one, sometimes my acne is hormonal. What physical, like topical products are going to help with my hormonal acne? None that I know of. Sometimes my acne is fungal. Like I recently had like a fungal acne outbreak, and I assumed that it was because my hair was dirty. That's why I took out my braids. Because when I did my research, I saw that most times, fungal acne is from the hair. So yeah, I said that in the course of this series, I'm going to share something that I'm grateful for every day. Today, I don't have like a particular, thing that I'm grateful for, but there's a story, a childhood experience or a story that it always makes me very emotional because, always tugs at my heartstrings. It's such a minor thing, and even when it happened, I think I was a child. I don't know if I was up to 10, maybe I was 10 or 9, but it's something that every time I think about this experience, it just makes me, really understand. Anyway, so when it happened, it didn't mean anything to me, and then I thought about it a few years ago, and I'm not going to lie, I bawled my eyes out when I thought about that story. I don't know if it's because I just missed my mom when I was thinking about it, but every time I think that story just reminds me. As I was saying before my phone decided to be a hater, so we used to have like classes after school, the whole school will leave, and then we'll have like maybe 1 or 2 more hours of school. No, I think it used to be more because the school used to close maybe between 2 and 3, and then we would close at about 5:36. So on this day, it rained so much, like it was heavy downpour. Lights went off. The rain was so noisy, and the clouds were so dark that we could not even see the board. I remember our teacher just told us to put our heads down. And then by the time it stopped raining, it was already closing time. So I remember the kids who used to take the bus, it was still drizzly. The kids who used to take the bus were like being directed into the bus, while those of us who didn't take the bus were just, we're standing on the balcony and waiting for rain to cease completely. And then I remember I noticed someone walking into the school gates, and this person had like an umbrella. I was standing up, so obviously I just noticed somebody with an umbrella walking in. And as the person walked in more, she got more familiar. And I remember that she was holding a raincoat, and I had a raincoat of that same color. And I was looking at it like, in my head I was like, there's something familiar about this raincoat. And then as she was getting closer, I noticed that it was my mom. And she had brought me, it wasn't like a close distance, but it was a far distance. She had trekked in the rain and brought me my raincoat to school. I remember I was just excited, my mama brought my raincoat, I wore it, we went back home. And at the time, it didn't really seem like a lot to me because it was just, my mother brought me my raincoat to school. And then the first time I thought about this whole thing as an adult, I was just, because I don't even know what happened that I thought about that story, but I kept questioning myself, like, do I have this in me? Am I the kind of person that would walk from the house in the rain to go and give my child her raincoat in school, because the rain had already, it was stopping already, it would have stopped. She could have just assumed that, after all, I didn't used to come to the house alone. There were other kids in my school that, you know, we used to walk home together because we lived like in the same area. She could have just said, well, they will find a way to come back home. And I don't know. Like I said, it's such a very minor thing, but when I tell you that, when I think about how much my mother may or may not have loved me, I think about this story. And it always just, you know, it just reminds me of a kind of love that, I don't know, that's not the best, that's not the biggest thing that my mom ever did for me, but this particular one is just a story that has stayed very close to my heart. So yeah, I'm grateful to, you know, have been able to experience that kind of love in my life. So I guess I have something to be grateful for after all. But yeah, so that's it. That's it for my Vlogmas series of today. I actually have stuff to do, so I want to, like I said, I want to get this like over so that I can proceed, because I want to post every day. I'm posting at midnight. I don't know why I'm posting at midnight, because yesterday the other video that I filmed, by the time I didn't have time to edit, by the time I edited, uploaded, and then it was already about 8 p.m. So I was just like, you know what, I don't know if I'll be able to edit and upload every video by 8, so let me stick to a time that I know that, okay, at least by this time each day I will be able to. So technically I posted that video today at midnight, so maybe I'll post the other one, the one of this one I'm recording now, at 11:59, so that it will show that I posted it today. But yeah, that's it guys, thank you for watching. That's it for today guys. It's always a pleasure recording my videos, because I actually have fun. It doesn't look like it, but I actually enjoy recording my videos. So yeah, now I didn't go for my 10k walk today, but I'll go tomorrow. Right now I have some work to do. I'm just going to go get started with that, and then later on I will try to edit this video. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you tomorrow. Is that a dimple? Hey! This one is not there. Do you see? If I had stayed in my mother's womb maybe for like 24 more hours, 36 hours, it would have formed fully. This is how I'm going to smile from now on. Anyways, guys, bye.